In 1968, a handful of families put their mortgages on the line and took a leap of faith to found Christ Church. Following in the previous generation's bold vision, we launched our Take Root initiative in the fall of 2016. We invited our congregation to commit to becoming a church known for its radical generosity toward the need of others.
It's just affected my thinking in terms of wanting to, perhaps you could say, pay it forward. We benefited so much from those early Christians who staked a claim.
Even thinking about the founders of the church and people who gave sacrificially to that and to different things that the church has done. And we now are the beneficiaries of those stories, and we get to hear how God moved through those people.
We prayed, we discerned, and we committed both spiritually and financially. And we celebrated as a result the largest total of commitments and expected gifts for a church of our size in the nation, with more than $40 million.
The Take Root campaign was a chance for us to really think about what Christ Church has meant to us over the years and made us think about, well, what do we want to give back?
You know, the stake in the ground of a sense of ownership along with people for the true greater good and glorying God.
Last year, we again invited the congregation to expand their giving and join the Take Root movement for the final year of this initiative. We saw 130 households inspired to join the journey, and almost 100 families stretched to increase their commitments, bringing that total to over $42 million. When we started Take Root, I asked you to do 4 things. I asked you to pray boldly, engage earnestly, commit fully, and give generously. As your senior pastor, and with just 9 weeks to go in this journey, I want to ask you to reflect on where you are on those steps in the Take Root journey. If you're new to Christ Church or haven't given or stretched in your giving, I want to invite and challenge you to start now. In the weeks ahead, we'll count down toward the end of Take Root through weekly videos celebrating all that God has done in and through us. And I want everyone to feel the joy that comes from giving towards God's purposes and plans. For the rest of us who are already on this journey, let's truly and honestly assess where we are in these final weeks and do everything that we can to finish strong. For some of you who have already completed your commitment, it might mean going above and beyond to make up for someone else who might have fallen behind. For others who don't have a formal commitment, it might mean giving in such a way that you never have before to help see God's vision realized through this incredible next season of ministry. Our primary Take Root goal was to see 100% of us rooting our lives more deeply in Christ for the sake of others. And I have been most overwhelmed by the stories of heart change that this movement has brought.
I'm going to be 100% honest here. Making that Take Root commitment was very difficult for me. And I think that discomfort opened us up to be more vulnerable.
If we don't make that type of a commitment, then are we really being the Christians that we say and want to be every time we come here if there's no sacrificing that goes on in anything that we do?
Please don't miss out on this opportunity to be part of this historic moment in the life of Christ Church.
The opportunity is so, I think, huge and just sitting right there. We need to seize this one. It's our time. It's our time to make a huge investment that will literally impact thousands and thousands of people here and around the world.
Together, let's finish strong.